Good evening, everybody. Got Kody Ashmore, Director of Weekly Option Strategies, obviously here at Simpler Trading, as you're watching this video, so you're probably pretty aware where it's coming from. So the topic I want to talk about in tonight's free video is the level I'm watching to call that the recent flush that we had down near 350, which occurred down here, I'm going to call it the bottom. And as of right now, you can look at it and assume, well, that is I mean, we've had quite a rally. Let me clean this up a little bit here first. You'd be like, well, we've had quite a rally since then, so obviously it's easy to call it in hindsight. Well, there is a reason for this in a process. For one, it could be no different than this rally. So, because this could have been assumed as the bottom. And nonetheless, we came up, hit here, and flushed lower. Now, there is a difference here that I am seeing and correlating together to call it this part the bottom, and the level I'm watching to call it the bottom is if we break this level right here where this trend line is. Let me go ahead and get rid of this, and at this moment it is currently about 400 on the SPY. Now, this trend line could obviously be lower depending on time that it takes to break above it. This is the trend line I'm watching in order to call it. It's not really a price level, it's more of a trend line I'm watching to be broken. And I will show why. All right, first off, if we look at the weekly chart, so we see, weekly. All right, price came down to the weekly 200 SMA, and we've bounced up since then. Now, if we go to the day chart, this day right here, this is the day where you had the crazy move in the market, right? Huge gap down after a hot CPI number, and we rallied all the way up, obviously, and been going up since then. From a technical analysis perspective, on the ES, this is a big wick down here, but it's obviously not on the SPY because that's where it opened. And from a technical analysis, you would view that as a bullish reversal, stop at the lows, and you hold on for the move. So technically, if you would have gone long here, stop at the lows, you would have never been stopped out at a major level. And now the next ingredient or data point you want to add into this thesis is I follow the dark pool type information. I take dark pool and tie it into patterns, and then Skadoo should get a result, a high probability result anyways. So the late prints that I follow, so these are, I know this is going to be a little messy here for a second. Let me zoom in. Oh, it's not there. Boom, go to the 4-hour chart. All right, so anytime you have greater than, if you have greater than 10 million, that's supposed to say 10 million late, just by L for late, dark pool prints, roughly 3 days, then you typically get a good move, and you kind of things start to get priced in for a move. And in this, after we hit this level and we bounced, we consolidated between 390 and 380. Between this box was a lot of late print activity. Just to give a quick heads up, there is 12.5, 16.7 all at this level and here, and then another 10.7 million right here, another 10 million right here, and I'm pretty sure there's another one. The point is there's, okay, so there's 4, so we'll count those 4 and just use it from there. So there's 4 late prints, 4 days of late prints, and definitely greater than 10 million. Like I said, there's 16.7, 12.5, 10, 14.3, things like that. Now, let's go back to the day chart. It's kind of, though I know cup and handles kind of form at the top, but this is kind of what we have. We have the round bottom, the break, then here's the breakout, right? And all we did was come down, test the top of that handle, and we're still pushing higher. All right, so to put this all together, we have the technical analysis down here from when the market should have went down, it didn't, and we rallied. And it's right at the weekly 200 SMA. We have a cup and handle confirmed breakout, right? So that's 2 factors. The third factor is there's a lot of dark pool activity that has occurred between 380, 390, and that's the spot where it looks like positions were being built, and now we're going to move higher. Now from here, from this point, this is the point that I am getting to next, is if, and I don't think we're going to blast off there from for today, maybe even be for a few weeks, maybe even a few months. We may pull around here, pull back a little bit, and then maybe go. But this trend line, what I want you to do, it paints a clearer picture on ES. So ES, right? You see we hit it. We're not quite there yet on ES, but if we do move our way up here and we do break out of this level, that'll put us back above the 200 SMA and back above this trend line. And then what does that make? That will make one ginormous, so that's a weekly, monthly. That will be one ginormous monthly bear flag formation. So if you think about it, for a correction, that this bear market we've been in, this is the monthly chart, right? Remember, every candle here is a month. We came down to the monthly 50, which is this blue line. We bounced perfectly and have moved higher. So if price does come out and we break above this level, that is a monthly bull flag breakout, right? Just imagine that there is a candle like this, we'll say next month. I really don't know if that's when it's going to happen. It's just something I'm watching for because technically speaking, it is all coming together. We have the dark pool prints, major weekly level, which is that 200 SMA, and then this monthly bull flag formation. And then if that trend line is broken, bam, I'll be the guy to say it. That was the bottom, but that is what I'm looking for. That's the spot where I think, okay, maybe I should start getting more bullish in your longer term portfolios, whatever, because there are so many key factors coming in and painting this big picture, and it is a level worth watching. So like I said, you could just go to the monthly chart, draw it down, and see what happens from there. But that is what I'm watching for the bullish side of things as far as a longer term. Giving y'all guys a heads up, plenty of time, but just draw a line to all your peaks and just watch for it. Let's see if it happens. But I think that is the place to watch. But I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to see more of how I trade and things of that nature around the dark pool patterns, things of that sort, you can catch me in the options room Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 11:30, or in the small account mastery every day as well at all times. But anyways, everyone have a great weekend. I hope you have an awesome holiday and take care.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me